The next guest, Srimati Swati Ram ma'am. She is a thought leader in the development sector, dedicated to nation building and community-led development. Inspired early on by the teachings of Swami Vivekananda and the Ramakrishna mission, she took a step in 2011, leaving a corporate career with companies like Infosys and Megasoft to commit herself full-time to serve society. Ma'am is a Arithra leader selected amongst the first co-host of the Social Leadership Accelerator by IIMB for the 100 top social leaders of India. She has traveled extensively across India, driving education, health, and capacity building effort in driving terrains, from urban slum to rural, tribals, and border areas. She led the Kumbh Mela Mitra initiative, engaging volunteers across the world. She has actively led and volunteered in relief operations during the Uttarakhand flood, Chennai flood, and COVID relief rehabilitation efforts.
She also served as a core member of the Civil 20 Engagement Group during India's G20 Presidency 2023, organizing nationwide consultations to shape the policy pack on seva, sense of service, philanthropy, and volunteerism. Ma'am is a sought-after speaker and has chaired panels on the teachings of Swami Vivekananda, the concept of seva, development landscape of India, and CSR. She has also volunteered and facilitated sessions in the US and Australia on organization development, design thinking for youth, and sustainable volunteering. Ma'am brings rich organizational experience, having served as the National Coordinator for Youth for Seva, Global Director of Seva International, and Vice President of Socially Good. She is a leadership coach and mentor and currently serves on the advisory boards of various non-profits. Her work focuses on the awakening the infinite potential in youth to rebuild a glorious India. Let us now welcome Srimati Swati Ram ma'am with a big round of applause.
The holy feet of the divine trio, Bharat Mata, Parama Puja Swami Bodhamayandaji Maharaj, and all the revered monks and gurus present here. I see a lot of people getting up and going out even before I started talking. So I'm just wondering what kind of an impact I'm having on people already. So either way, at least happy to see whoever is here. I'm still left wondering, but after that beautiful video of Swamiji's visit to Hyderabad, and of course a very powerful talk of Bodhmayananji, what else is left for me to do? I used to tell Bodhmayananji before about say 10 years ago that if somebody asked me to give a talk, I used to refer his talks, write those points and go parrot them. But when he is with me, I don't know how I can do that here. So I have to do some more hard work of speaking different points. So Hyderabad itself is very special in my life because this is where I actually decided to, leave my corporate job and start working full-time in the social sector. So I have experience from sitting in that AC office in Gachibowli to being in the slums of Musapet and Sarur Nagar in the hot sun. And if you really ask me after 15 years, what do I feel about it? Definitely no regrets. Because definitely sitting in Gachibowli gave me a lot of money and also some learning. Sorry if there are any engineering college professors here. But I found a lot of meaning in life when I started actually going out to the slums. I think that makes a huge difference. So anyway, now that I see all of you are behaving like sleeping lions. Swamiji called youth as lions. But here I see more sleeping lions. So I will keep this more interactive because it is also lunchtime. Otherwise, I don't know what to do for 20 minutes. So the topic says Love India, and we have been talking about loving India from the morning. So how many of you here love India? Oh, that also you are not sure? Oh my God. So less, you have to raise both hands like this actually if you really love India. How many of you are awake? Oh, that also you are doubtful. You are not sure if you are awake. You are not sure if you love India. Okay, let me ask again. How many of you love India? Good. Okay, now a little more difficult. Array, somebody is also using that to feel like sleeping. Wow, what a use of the opportunity. Okay, so what exactly do you love about India? What do you love about India? You said you love India, right? Anybody? Don't know. Hi. What do you love? All of you said you love India, but you don't know what you love about India.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yes.
I love India very much. Our India has many traditions, cultures, and we have spirituality, everything. I love India in every part as it has rivers. The beauty of India is different from other countries, and the culture, tradition we follow. We follow equality also,
Okay.
and different religions we have in India.
Okay.
Yeah, ma'am.
So that is what you love about India.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your name?
Sahiti.
Okay, thank you, Saiti. So you love India's geography, history, culture, tradition. Good. Okay, what else? So you love that they won the match on Sunday, is it? I was actually in one more meeting that day, but everybody was just checking to see what the score was. So that's how I got to know India won. I didn't see the match. What did they win that day? When was that match? Sunday? Huh? What did they win? Now I'm hearing more voice. So most people who love India love cricket. Okay, what else? What else do you love India? All of you raised 2 hands when I asked you. Instagram reels with patriotic songs. Yes. You love your country as your mother. Okay, very good. Bharat Mata.
Everyone loves their mother unconditionally without any reason.
You love your mother unconditionally?
Yes.
Sure?
Sure.
Oh, very nice. I'll ask her someday, okay? But very good. Okay, you love her unconditionally. What else? Huh? Boys are all talking in a group. I can only hear the voice, but I don't know what they're saying. Come on, I'm not going to let you sleep for the next 20 minutes. I'll only keep asking questions. And at least to respect Vivekananda and Mother India, you should be awake, not for us. Yes, raise. Yeah, tell me. You love the people of India. Nobody whom you hate or no enemies in school, you're already bending your head. Good, you love the people of India. Huh? Yes. Okay, nice. So this is our condition today, right? Okay, somebody raised hand. Somebody from the boys' side. I'm very happy to hear. So tradition, history, geography, India is
culture and heritage.
Huh?
Culture and heritage of India.
Okay, can you give me one example of cultural heritage of India?
The temples and the spirituality that Indians have, the meditation, the calmness that Vivekananda and everybody show.
Oh, okay. Very nice. You do meditation? To find
no,
that
but I
calm.
listen it.
You what?
I don't do because of this corporate life. I couldn't.
Oh, okay, fine. Okay. So, but this is our situation, right? The whole auditorium is filled. You needed lot of nuts to even say you love India, first of all. And after that, we are not sure why we love India. If Vivekananda was here today, he would not have asked you if you just love, Indian army or Indian culture or Indian beauty. He would ask you, do you love that child who is not able to go to school or college like you are? He would ask you if you could love a homeless man on the road. That is what Swamiji showed the videos of, right? That is what love meant to Swamiji. From the morning you have heard many times, it was not just this emotion, my mother. That is important, but it should not end at that emotion. Can that emotion become responsibility? And can that become action? That is why Swamiji said, Daridra Devo Bhava, Murka Devo Bhava, Rogi Deva Bhava, right? That was also told again in the morning. The poor, the afflicted, the ignorant, can they become your God? How many of you crossed by Vivekananda Health Center right here within Ramakrishna Hyderabad campus when you came today? Two people? You should learn to raise your hand confidently first of all. You all are youth, come on. You're waiting, turning and seeing if your friend is also raising. So that is a clear action of Rogi Devo Bhava. And like Swamiji said, anywhere in the world you go to a Ramakrishna mission, you find something like that. Because for Swamiji it was not emotion. Swamiji just didn't say, I love India. He said the soil of India is my highest heaven. Heaven, mind you. Just the soil. We don't even see the soil today, no? Like Swamiji said, we have to see our phones. How can we see the soil? And then he said, the good of India is my good. Which meant he wanted something to be done for India. Wanted something to be done for people who have nobody for them. That is the love that we need to have in our hearts. It's wonderful. I loved what all of you said. Yes, we have to love our culture, be proud of our heritage, love India like our mother. Of course, love the temples, meditation, everything. But can you just love people of India unconditionally? She likes the people of India, right? I'll catch her after this talk. So that is what loving India means. Just give it a thought, my young friends. How easily sometimes we take two words to be and how difficult if we actually reflect over it to understand it. So this is what Swamiji also called as seva, right? Where you do selfless service to people. So all of you know that this cricket match, what was it, T20 World Cup, that India won on Sunday. Something more important happened in India on Friday, 13th. What happened? All of you were busy studying or working, you didn't see. Something really landmark thing happened in India on Friday, 13th. If you know, you should answer confidently. Nobody knows? Okay, I will give you a clue. What is the Prime Minister's office in India called? Who said that? Can you stand up? Exactly. On February 13th, Friday, our Honorable Prime Minister dedicated the new offices of the Prime Minister and the Secretariat to the people of India, he said. And the Prime Minister's office is now called Seva Tirtha. Seva Tirtha, remember. And all the other offices are called Kartavya Bhavan. We should get goosebumps when this happens in our country. Can you imagine any other country in the world where the most powerful office is called Seva Tirtha? And what did he say? He said, Nagarik Devo Bhava. Like Vivekananda said, Rogi Devo Bhava, Daridra Devo Bhava, Honorable Prime Minister, carrying the same name interestingly, right? Narendra, said Nagarik Devo Bhava. Citizen is God. And do you know why he said it is called Tirtha? Somebody said Seva Tirtha. Do you know why he called it Tirtha? He said Seva is the greatest worship. And because we will worship citizens from here, it will be sanctified and it will become a Tirtha Kshetra. That is a pilgrimage. This happened on 13th February. And just remember, this is the kind of country we are. And this is the importance of Seva or selflessness in our lives. So this is the love of Swami Vivekananda that all of us have to carry in our lives. So all of you are awake now? Only 2 hands now. Ayyo. After all this, you are still sleeping. Okay, I will still talk, but okay, because I have to talk for at least 25-30 minutes. Otherwise, Swamiji will not spare me. So, Swamiji also spoke about Vivekananda's visit to Hyderabad, right? When did Swamiji say, that video also showed, when did Vivekananda leave Hyderabad for Chennai? Actually, today's date, 17th February. More than 1,000 people were there at the railway station. And even like you saw, so many people wanted him to, support him for his passage to America. And this served as the ground for him where he, delivered the first public speech. And why did he want to go to America first of all? एक बार देख कर आ जाएंगे अच्छा है, right? That's why we all want to go, na? Why did Swamiji want to go to America? That was also shown in the video. Whoever wants to answer, please raise your hand so that the volunteers can see you and give you the mic. Why did Swamiji want to go to America? Oh, all of you are having lot of fun sitting with your friends, huh?
Hello.
Yeah.
Ma'am, he's went for Parliament Religion Summit, ma'am.
That is okay. He went to speak there, but what was the actual reason why he wanted to go there?
To publish for our Indian culture.
Okay, good.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So before going to America, Swamiji meditated on the rock in Kanyakumari. All of you are aware of this? What did he meditate on? He went, worshipped the Divine Mother Kanyakumari.
Yes, ma'am.
Then he felt like going to that rock and meditating.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you can.
He's went on that rock for thinking for Indian, ma'am.
Absolutely. Can you imagine his love? I am only trying to tell you what love India meant for him. First of all, you have to think, how many of you have been to Kanyakumari? How did you go to that rock? Boat. Can you imagine he swam in those waters of the sea? What can give that kind of energy and power? Sea waters. Swimming pool, how many days training? 3 days, 5 days, 7 days, 9 days. He swam the torrential waters of the sea, went and meditated on the rock, on the spiritual glory of India, and he had traveled right from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, like Swamiji said. He meditated on why the masses were so neglected. And his whole purpose of even going across the sea to America was to, first of all, like he said, spread this glory of spirituality. And then he said spirituality of the East and science and technology of the West. How could we combine them for rebuilding this India? How can national regeneration come? So everything in his life was about India and the people of India. So this also happened in Kanyakumari. So this rock memorial in Kanyakumari, does anybody know who built it? I mean, of course there were workers, but who was that one person or personality who led that effort? You know about Vivekananda Rock Memorial? Again, I'll ask you to raise hands. How many of you know about Vivekananda Rock Memorial in Kanyakumari? Okay, so at least today you people should go see it. It is the place where Vivekananda meditated in December 1892 before going to West. And today on the rock where he meditated, there is a very magnificent structure which is called as the Vivekananda Rock Memorial. And this whole project was taken up by somebody called Eknath Ranadeji. Have any of you heard this name before? Because that is how leaders work. Today, a lot of youth that I ask, what do you want to become? Oh, I want to become leader. What are the leadership qualities? What they want to do, they'll not say. Eknath Ranadeji was responsible for the building of that whole memorial. And when he was getting that magnificent memorial built, he still stayed in a small room with a tin roof, which apparently was leaking all the time. But he didn't want to spend a single money on it. And he also said, I want every person of India to feel the Vivekananda Rock Memorial belongs to them. So even if somebody promised huge amount of money, he said, can everybody in India give 1 rupee? I have a neighbor who still has a receipt, she got for giving that 1 rupee. So these are the kind of leaders we have. Recently I was reading this book called The Leader Who is Hardly Known. So these are the kind of leaders we have, Eknathji. They are not there telling on, Instagram reels or tweeting every time they do something. Swamiji used to say selfie seva, Bodhmayananji, I remember that before doing seva, people are taking selfies. So there are people like Eknath Ranadeji, and he didn't stop with building that memorial. He started something called Vivekananda Kendra. Today, if you go to the northeastern part of India, how many of you have been to northeast? Okay, but you know which is the northeastern part of India, right? Which states form the northeastern part of India? Come on, all your teachers will be crying now. You don't know any state in northeastern part of India. You all said you love India, India's geography, India's beauty, India's rivers. Huh? Assam, correct then? Mizoram, Meghalaya. 7 sisters. There is one more now, no? Sikkim. Right? So in northeastern part of India, which was kind of very disconnected from India, if you go there, you will majorly find 2 organizations working. One is Vivekananda Kendra, which runs more than 60 schools just in Assam, Arunachal and Nagaland, giving free or education at very low cost for the poor students there. Right? And another is Ramakrishna Mission. So I was in Sohra, Chirapunji. All of you will mostly know it as Chirapunji, but the name is now Sohra because we have mostly read it in geography, right? So much rain, wettest place in India. So in Sohra, Ramakrishna Mission of Sohra runs 48 schools for poor students. 48 schools just in that small state of Meghalaya, with 14 of them on the Bangladesh border. So Adhyaksh Maharaj there, Anuragananji, when I went there to Sohra, he asked, Chalne mein dam hai to chalenge. We had to go through rivers which had dried up. So boats could not go in. So we had to walk. And then it was so hot. And that is the place they run schools. And the first school, can you guess when they started? Any guess? At least guessing you people should do. Come on. Stand up and tell so that we know who is talking. All of you are talking like in demonstrating unity. 1924. Can you imagine? Before independence, Ramakrishna Mission sent monks, went there, were inspired by Vivekananda and started schools on Bangladesh border. This is the legacy you are carrying and this is the energy you have to have. And I still see that has not come in this room. After seeing and hearing about Vivekananda so much. And you will see so many examples like this all over India. And everybody will speak about how they saw love that Vivekananda had for India. Swamiji gave example of Josephine MacLeod. All of you at least know Sister Nivedita. Okay, how many of you know Sister Nivedita? This has become my exercise today. How many of you know Sister Nivedita? So Sister Nivedita left her life and came to serve people in India from another country. And when they asked her why you came, what really inspired you to come here, she said, I want to be a servant of his love for his own people. Because she just saw how much can somebody love India and Indians. And you will find so many examples like this. Dr. S. Radhakrishnan, he made a very powerful statement when he said, Swami Vivekananda exists in the soul of India, we just exist in the soil of India. So that is the love that Swamiji had. And this is the love inspired by which people are till today, doing seva across India. And even outside, when I've gone to Australia and US, some corner I've seen people saying, I'm inspired by Swami Vivekananda. It's sometimes very surprising that even Swamiji, if he has not seen, may not know whom all he has inspired, really Swamiji. Somewhere they say, okay, this man, I am inspired by him. I am inspired by Vivekananda. So just a month ago, I was in this place near Madhya Pradesh, where Swamiji also showed about Parivar. That whole region is full of tribals. And now it is aspirational district according to Indian, whatever the efforts are going on from the government, but completely filled with tribals. And this place is near Maheshwar. Okay, how many of you know Ahilya Bai Holkar? Areva, okay. So Ahilya Bai Holkar's place is Maheshwar in Madhya Pradesh, right? And she herself is a pioneer for women's education and good governance and so many things. So when I went there, I went to an ashram which is called Narmada Laya. I had been working with them for some tribal education, and I was in touch with Bharti Didi, who runs that ashram. Interestingly, only when I went there, I realized she has also been inspired by Swami Vivekananda. Not only that, they had the consecration of a universal temple for Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa on Jan 20th of this year. So when I asked her, she said, there is something Indians do called Narmada Parikrama. I don't know how many of you are aware of it. So people walk, starting from Amarkantak, where river Narmada originates, and Bharuch, where she goes to the, sea and comes back. 3,500 kilometers people go on foot. Okay, that is called Narmada Parikrama. It covers 3 states of Maharashtra, Gujarat and Madhya Pradesh. So when this Bharti Thakur Didi, who was actually having a good job in Maharashtra, went on Narmada Parikrama, she was very touched seeing the condition of education and health of people near Maheshwar. And she quit her job, went to a state which was not even hers and started Narmadalaya. Today, in that remote region, which most of you don't even seem to know about, she has started something called Ramakrishna Sharada Niketan, which is a school for children of those tribes. And Vivekananda Institute of Rural Technology. Imagine taking technology to remote areas, just alone education. And she also has these vehicles which she calls skills on wheels. They go to remote areas if parents don't agree to send children to schools. And then they teach them vocational skills there. This is the inspiration, this is the impact of Swami Vivekananda. If this cannot inspire us, I really don't know what else in life can really, awaken us in life. I'll give you one more such example. Because after working for 15 years in the social sector, I can still be surprised by the kind of work people are doing, which means how much is being done. I was in Jaipur, where I went to an industrial estate, where there are a lot of daily wage laborers, right? It's called Vishwakarma Industrial Estate. One organization runs a free daycare center for children of daily wage laborers. How many people can think of this? That there are daily wage laborers who want to leave their little kids also when they go to work. And the name of the organization is so beautiful. It is called Yashoda Bala Kendra. And they said all of us here are Yashodas for this child. This little child when their mother is away on the job. And she feels relieved, kind of at peace to leave the children here because she knows there are mothers taking care of those children. This is the kind of work being done all over India. And if after all this you are feeling, okay, are you really asking all of us to quit our jobs and go do something? Not at all. No, all of us can't do it also. It is like a calling. Some of you might really get it. But we are not here asking you to curb your ambition or leave your career. But I think like Professor also shared, can your ambition have responsibility? Can you stop living only for yourself? That is all we have to do. How many of you follow the Padma Shri awards when they are announced every year? I think you people are feeling bored to raise your hands. Na? Padma awards are some of the highest in India, and I'm sure I wait to see on every Republic Day, the eve, who gets it. I'm sure Swamiji also does that because he keeps tweeting about them. You are youth. You're not interested in who is doing what in India. Sorry to say this as a critic, but this is a very sad situation for India then. So one of the winners this year, his name is Anke Gowda. Okay? From Karnataka, from a very small village near a place called Pandavapura. This place in Karnataka, Pandavapura, is near Mysore. And apparently Pandavas had visited that place. That's why it's called Pandavapura. So he runs a library there. He started collecting books when he was 20 years old. He's now 75. Can you guess the number of books he has collected? Because he runs one of the country's largest free libraries. Nobody has given him money for it. He was working as a bus conductor, giving tickets, and then in a sugar factory, but every month he kept a portion of his salary to buy books and also used his retirement money to buy books. So can you imagine or just take a guess on the number of books he has collected till now? Just a guess, come on, at least guess you people have to take. Some guess. क्या संख्या भी भूल गए क्या तुम लोग? Sorry, somebody get up and tell so that we know you're answering, please. Like Swamiji said, he'll not give you lunch if you don't participate. Correct, Swamiji? How many books? Some number. How many of you say books will be in hundreds?
Ma'am, nearly 5 lakhs.
Who is saying that?
Nearly 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs.
Good guess actually. Twice 10 lakhs.
20 lakhs.
Yeah, he has collected 20 lakh books. An uneducated man serving as a bus conductor in Pandavapura somewhere in Karnataka. Apparently he has books in more than 20 languages. 5,000 dictionaries. 2,500 copies of Bhagavad Gita written by various people, the thing that they write, the Bhashya. Can you imagine? He is the Padma Award, unsung hero, like Swamiji said. He didn't leave his job. Every month he kept a portion of whatever money he earned for somebody. That is all we are asking from all of you. Not that all of you leave your job and come and do something. If you don't want to do that, I'll give you more examples. How many of you have heard of Padma Shri Sridhar Vembu? Come on, at least this you should have heard, because you can get job in his office. He is the founder of something called Zoho Corp. I'm surprised. I don't know if you people don't want to answer because I'm asking questions, or you really don't know, or you're scared of your teachers here, or you're waiting for lunch. I don't know, whatever. But I will still tell, because if at least one or two of you take away these examples, our mission is fulfilled. So Sridhar Vembu moved from Silicon Valley to Tenkasi, rural area in Tamil Nadu, and he runs his software company from there. This is true Make in India. He said, my vision is from the village. I went to one of his offices on the outskirts of Coimbatore. They all come, wearing dhoti, aramse with a shirt, simple food, no AC, just fans, naturally cooled. And he is training the youth in the village to actually be able to develop products and, contribute towards it. He runs something called Zoho Schools. You will find so many examples like this. Even if you feel this is too far away, I am giving you one last example. We run a project to build toilets for girls in India, right? There are a lot of places where in schools girls don't come because there are no washrooms. So we took up this projects, and interestingly, one of the donors who came for this projects was a student from America. Okay, and you will not imagine what she does. She is a good painter. So she paints and auctions her paintings to raise funds for toilets. Do you know what is the target she has set? She is raising funds for the construction of 500 toilets in India. She has already reached 150. Just a college student like all of you, mind you. If you want, you can go search for her. She runs something called Purple Paint, does paintings, auctions them, organizes fundraisers and sends money to build toilets here. And then comes here, makes videos of these toilets to go show other donors there as to what is the work actually happening. So these are some examples I wanted to share with you of Vivekananda's, vision, mission in action. What speakers in the morning also said as Vedanta in action. And the final message I think I want all of you to take home. It's easy loving India on Independence Day and Republic Day. There is so much fervor, you're hoisting the flag, and all of you are very interested, wearing Tiranga clothes, painting on your face, and then putting Instagram reels with some nice latest Bollywood songs. But I want to just leave you with a question, because Swamiji said, my faith is in the younger generation, the modern generation. Out of them will come my workers, and they will solve all the problems like lions. Become those lions. And for that, there is a simple question I want to leave you with, which you can ponder over silently today. Loving India on Independence and Republic Day is easy. Can you keep loving and serving her on every single day and every moment? That is what Swamiji would want you to do. And so take away that energy from everything you have been here. I know many of you might be feeling your teachers dragged you here. I would be happy if I had something like this during my college days. We had nothing and we would search for material to read. And knowledge was not so easily accessible then. It's not like going on ChatGPT and asking, okay, what did Vivekananda tell youth? We had to struggle. We had to search for books. We had to do so much. And it is coming so easily to you. So please give value to it and become those lions that Swami Vivekananda dreamt of in the service of the motherland. I thank Swami Bodhmayananji again for this opportunity. It's always wonderful coming back to Hyderabad and sharing a few experiences. And thanks to all of you for hopefully patiently listening. Vande Mataram.